Hi guys, my name is Mark Kapalon and I want to take this opportunity to welcome you back to my channel. If it is your first time you're watching this video, I want to ask you to smash the subscription button down there so that next time I make a video like this, YouTube will notify you. Remember to hit the notification bell so that anytime I make a video, you get a notification. And without wasting time, today, the purposes of our lecture, we're gonna look at Sam versus Any. This was a lesson that was requested by one of my fans, that is Renzi. I think Renzi, wherever you are watching today, I've answered all your questions. And if you're watching this video and you have a problem with Sam and Any, don't worry. Watch this video to the end, and I promise you that your problem is gonna be solved. And let's dive in and see what we have. So the first point that I'm gonna make is to tell you the difference between Sam and Any. Remember that these two terminologies are all determinants in English. So how do we use them? We use Sam and Any at the same position in a sentence. The only thing that you have to remember and put in mind that Sam and Any come before a noun or a noun phrase. And in this case, let's dive in and see what we have. So the first point that I want to make is Sam. We use Sam for positive sentences or positive statements. And let's look at the examples that we have here. The first example, I need some food. I need some food. So in this case, you see some food. So food is a noun and some comes before that food, which is our noun. I want some food. Now, let's go to the next one. We need some butter. We need some butter. And butter here in this case is a noun. Let's go to the next example. So this one is gonna be my last example to this point, and then I'll take you to the next one. So they have some good ideas. They have some good ideas. So good ideas, this one is a noun phrase. And in this case, some comes before this noun phrase, just as I told you earlier that Sam and Any are used in the same position in a sentence and they come before a noun. And the second point that I want to make, we use Sam for request. We use Sam for request. When you want to request something, you can use Sam. Let's have the examples. Can I have some time off? Can I have, maybe you're talking to your boss at work. Can I have some time off? So time off, that one is a noun phrase. Can I have some time off? Some time off. So let me take you to the next example. Will you give me some space? This one is actually the best way of communicating to someone. Maybe you're caught up with something and actually you need to be alone. You need to do something. Maybe you're engaged to some activities and you won't be alone. So will you give me some space? Will you give me some space? Okay. And let me take you to the last example before I give you another point. So the last example here is, can you take care of some things for me? Can you take care of some things for me? Can you take care of some things for me? And another point that I want to make, this will be the last point for Sam, and then I'll go to Any. So the last point that I want to make here is offers. We use Sam for offers, okay? If you want to give an offer, you use Sam. Let me give you some few examples so that you get to understand. Would you like some milk? Would you like some milk? And in this case, would you like some milk? Still, it's addition, okay? For offers, and then let me give you another example. Do you want some cheese? Do you want some cheese? That is an offer. And the last example that I'm gonna give you is, do you want some more time? Do you want some more time? Okay, and that's all about some. This is how we use some. So before I go to any, remember that we use some for positive statements, we use some for request, and we use some when we want to give an offer. So let's see the difference between some and any, or how we use some and how we use any. I think you have understood how we are supposed to use some, and in this case, I'm going to show you how we are supposed to use any. So any, use any with negative statements, contrary to some. Some, it is used for positive statements, but any for negative statements. Let me give you some few examples. So the first example, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Okay, let me take you to the next one. They didn't get any clothes. They didn't get any clothes. This is the second example, and I'm going to give you the last example before I give you another point. We didn't say anything. We didn't say anything. Okay? So this is how we use any. And as you can see here, we have the last point. The last point is questions. So use any for questions. And let's look at some examples that we have here. The first example, do you need any salt? Do you need any salt? And then we have the next example here. Does he have any markers? Does he have any markers? And the last example, did she give you any tips? Did she give you any tips? So this is how we use any and some. Don't forget that we use any with negative statements and also with questions. I hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. Just to sum up, that we use some with the positive statements, we use some with the request, we use some with the offers, and we use any with negative statements, and we also use any with the questions. Thank you so much for watching, and in case you have a question, just hit the comment section down there and I will reply to your question as such. In case there is a lesson that you would wish us to explain for you, kindly do so and we will do that. We will respond to it. Tell us where you're watching. Maybe you're watching from Somalia, you're watching from India, you're watching from Kenya. We really appreciate, especially our fans who are watching from Somalia, from India, from Kenya. I big up you so much for what you're doing. Thank you so much for your support. And in case you are new to this channel, hit a comment section there and tell us where you're watching from. Okay, so thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.